All right. Welcome to another Woods Report.
Happy Friday.
Yep. All right. Lots going on. So we're going to see how much we can get through.
A few updates too.
On updates on what?
Well, if we're doing the donkey of the day,
Oh, well.
that's revisiting just kind of revisiting what we've been talking about all week with the whole, what do you call that? Beef?
Oh, with all
the beef going on with Drake and everybody else. You might as well say Drake and etc. Because everybody and their mama jumping in.
Well, that's why Kendrick's not, because he don't want you saying that. He don't need nobody else.
Be cool, Kendrick. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, he don't need nobody else.
You got a lawyer present. Won't say nothing.
So I always try to go to the shade room first. Mm-hmm. While I let whatever,
get everybody time to
5 or 6 people come in.
Be notified
if they do come in. So we'll see. Let me do A because you can't hardly see these.
Right.
Let's see what the shade room is talking about. What is this? Marion doing what he does best. I'm tired of Marion.
He's still trying to hang in there. Got embarrassed with that last verses, right?
I know. What do you say Fat Joe said? Fat Joe speaks on men wearing
probably metrosexual
Birkin bags and painting their nails.
What do you call this? Is name for men that
metrosexual.
Metrosexual.
I'm so used to it now. Nobody cares anymore.
But people like him probably like, There's some men who are like, I don't care if you in entertainment or whatever. I'm not doing my nails like that. Yeah. Maybe they'll get buffed or something, but not paint. Drake painted his nails, didn't he?
Everybody does that now.
No, not everybody.
No, I'm saying I'm so not used to it now.
That's what I'm saying. We're used to it as women as well. There's some men who are not used to that. And they will vocalize that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sorry.
But the way Fat Joe dresses, sometimes he don't need to talk about nobody.
I know. But
because he be right there, borderline.
Flashy.
Yeah, he dresses awkward sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, what they talking about DDG? You know I love
That's
DDG.
What I just read to you. You didn't catch it.
What'd you say?
I was reading what he was saying.
Reveals his top female rappers. Nobody. DDG, when he names his top rappers, I don't even look at him because he says stuff that I don't even think of. And he also said Seth Curry was better than Michael Jordan. So he's
is that a young person's?
Yeah, I don't listen to him.
Okay.
His opinion on top 5 mean nothing to me, and I like him. So that tells you right there.
But he's young.
I don't care about Ice Spice. She can't rap. Sorry.
Okay. Really?
Nah, Ice Spice. Now I like Chloe's hair. Look at Chloe's hair. This girl says she did her hair on here, right? Mm-hmm. Her locks are under that.
Oh.
And everybody in the comment section said, normally, when people put, like Whoopi Goldberg had that wig on, it looks like a helmet because they put hair on top of it. Mm-hmm. She did a good job.
I wonder was her locks thick though? Not like Whoopi's.
No, her locks are not. I mean, they normal.
Because your locks are not fat like Whoopi's.
But her locks are normal though. They not to get down that flat. Okay. So she must have really, I don't know what she did.
And showing how she's slimming down too.
Oh yeah, Chloe.
Like she's slimming down.
But the girl says she did her locks. And I was like, okay. Go ahead, girl. That looks good.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's so used to everybody wearing wigs. That's why Beyonce got bashed for it.
And she don't want to get rid of her locks, her or her sister. They've had them ever since they was little.
Just cover them like Whoopi did.
Well, if you could do that, you could still wear other hairstyles. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh, remember what, Ma? She'll come in. Mama always does that. Just like you do. We'll be in the middle of talking about something. Karushi said she speaks on Chris Brown and Quavo. Remember they kept bringing her name? They brought her up. That's why people think they fighting over her. Oh. So you know she going to say something.
And what's she saying?
Well, let's see. I wasn't going to click on it, but.
How are you? Good. You look lovely. Been a while.
Where the hell did you just go from?
I just hang out here. Yeah, it's like my home away from home almost. Good. Listen, look, I'm gonna keep it real friendly and light, sort of. Listen, I'm gonna ask. Listen, Quavo, Chris Brown, their music. Now they're feuding about you. You've clearly moved on with your life. How do you feel like knowing that you're being dragged into a musical feud between these two?
I don't feel. It is what it is. I'm living my life.
Have you heard
Working, paying my bills, taking time for myself, and that's all that matters. Whatever else is going on, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Have you heard the music yet?
I want to be a peaceful life. That's all I want.
All right. Have you heard the
Right. I don't blame her.
So the Shade Room does what TMZ does.
They try to do. Well, no, that was TMZ.
Oh, that was
TMZ.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
See,
like
it says
Shade
TMZ
Room.
right there. It's the Shade Room reporting this.
Oh,
yeah.
That TMZ reporter guy asking the question.
Yeah, the Shade Room just takes stories from everywhere and put it on their page.
Oh, okay. TMZ lets them do that?
Well, they let you do it.
Careful with us.
You know, whatever.
Okay.
I didn't know this. Idris and his wife, they've been married for 5 years, so that's nice.
Mm-hmm. They're celebrating it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The NFL draft was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Chicago got some
we
good
got
picks.
we got a quarterback finally.
Mm-hmm. I think another wide receiver or running back.
No, quarterback. Oh, you talking about somebody else?
2-3
oh,
people.
okay.
Yeah.
They was talking
the
about
guy I was telling you.
They was talking about all the white women that was next to all the They said it seemed like a big number. It's always a lot of them there that sit next to the guys.
The draft last year, and it was a lot of black guys sitting next to the white girls.
That's why I said that's every year.
A few of them was holding babies.
Yeah, that's every year. That ain't nothing new. So people making comments about that. Oh, remember we talked about Kanye and Kai? Kanye sent Kai some pants and some shoes, and then he got mad because he said Kai was making fun of it. Well, Kanye talks about Kai. He makes Kai mad. Look at this.
Stepping away from Adidas, like the shit Kai sent somebody, that's some industry plan shit.
Who the f*** is Kai sent? Bro, who the f*** is Kai sent?
He gonna be talking shit about my pants.
So he's an industry plan. He's an example.
Of course, he's the opposite. Total. And that exact genre is the most industry plants. It's about like influence and mind control. And then he gonna mention my daughter's name a week later. It's like that. Don't mention my daughter's name and then you dissing what's paying a $200,000 a month child support.
Wow.
That's the
billionaire child support is different.
Yeah, but it's like, don't mention this and then mention my daughter's name. It's like, it be that kind of.
Okay, buddy. First things first. Yay. Yay. I've been doing this since 2018, gang. Facebook, me, Bronx, funny skits. Been doing this, gang. You feel me? All because a lot.
Stepping away from Adidas, like the shit.
Feel me? All because a lot of people. All because a lot. Man, f that. The pants ain't fit, my. God. Man, what the f? Bro, yeah, just send me some new pants, bro. Bro, just send me, bro. All of this because the pants ain't fit.
He beefing with this 21-year-old.
He said because the pants didn't fit.
God dang.
Kanye just sent him some pants that fit. Oh, he an industry plant. Mention my daughter's
He ain't nothing.
Bro, you are crazy.
And then you can tell Kai was getting ready to respond like, okay, so no! Send me some pants that fit. Why we doing all of this?
You don't even reply to Kanye and his craziness. Industry plan. I've been doing this since 20.
And he only 21, so he probably been doing it since he was 12.
Oh my God.
All right, so here we go.
It's just conspiracy after conspiracy.
I thought this was cute. T.I.'s little girl. T.I.'s little girl and this little girl got a little rap.
Come on.
They so cute though. They so love yourself. Love, it's kind of those kind of raps.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Be who you are. Love who you are. Don't let people bully you and stuff like that. So they got a little.
Friend stays positive when they get older.
They positive. And then I told you I did her before when I said about her singing. I love her singing and stuff.
He let her.
So she's a little star.
Who's the other girl?
The little girl that raps. So that's her partner. They rapping. So they've been going on a tour, going to different radio stations and stuff.
Oh my God.
So they go to this radio station and the lady asks her, who's your favorite sibling? So funny how she answers it. She look at her mom like, should I answer this?
But she has one.
Right. Now, you know the siblings. You watch the show.
She got that one brother.
She got the older brothers, three older brothers.
Three older. And then she had that one that's
Then
been
she
in
got
trouble.
Major.
Which is near her, right?
That's near her. Then she got her sisters, her two sisters. Okay, so she got a lot of siblings to choose from.
Okay.
So here we go.
Eris, who's your favorite sibling? Your favorite brother or sister? I know you got one. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
Okay. No offense.
Uh-oh.
But I think this is just what I think. Okay. I think I like Major because first of all, he helped me with my computer. And then he also helps me get Robux when my mom's out of town.
Very important. What a good big brother.
We love Major.
Eris, who's your favorite sibling?
That's Major now.
That's a question I'm surprised she didn't ask. That she asked.
Major big.
Wow.
Remember little Major? He was her size when we was watching it.
He was
little. But Major's smart. Like the last time I saw it, he's really smart. Yeah. That's why she said he helps me with my computer. So I love that. I thought that was cute.
Sibling.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see who else here. Oh, TikTok. Remember the president signed the thing saying they have to sell within a certain amount of days or to be shut down in the United States.
Okay.
Well, TikTok says we're not selling.
Why do you know that? Why would they sell?
Well, see you later, y'all.
And then Trump probably thinks he could have made that deal. He probably feels like, I would have had them sell.
So what I think happens is they're going to hold off to after the election. Nobody's going to do anything until after the election.
You think that's 6 months from now?
Right. They're not going to do anything. The Congress and the Senate is not going to ban TikTok before 6 months. I was listening to a lot of professionals talk about this. If anything happens, it'll be next year.
But what if that surprises you and they do
They not, because it'll affect the votes. These people love TikTok. People love TikTok, and they'll blame Biden. So they're not going to do, he's not going to do anything before the election.
He'll let that wave over into.
It'll wave over. Which is probably why TikTok says we're not going to do anything, because you're not going to do anything. Okay. You know, the Chinese people will say, you're not going to do anything. Go ahead, jump.
Try us. Dare us. Come on, try us. You're bluffing.
Let's see. What else? Let's see. Before I move on to something else. What else is going on here? See, it ain't really no good stories going on. Girl, I watched this girl's hair. Look at this.
These roads of flame.
I can't do the music. Look at this.
They creating hair.
She created a hairline. Look at the hairline though. When she finished. When he finished.
Oh, okay.
What is that?
You're like you laying down carpet.
Everybody in the comments saying, "What is that?"
You laying down carpet.
You do better. Have your braids with your eight forehead. Yeah. What is it? A forehead? You got a five head. Than that.
That's in front of the braid.
She do better having a 5 head than putting that down.
How long does that last? Because you know you can't get in the water with that.
Well, you know black women.
That's why they don't like swimming.
Look at this.
Black people with that hair be
people saying that can't be real. They joking. Look at that.
You know.
I saw that.
That's the funny right there. You don't need no funny now.
I saw that and I said, "What is that?"
Okay.
All right. What's the last thing with or the latest thing with Tupac? What's going on here? I haven't seen this one. Drake officially removed the tailor-made freestyle. That AI that he did for Tupac. Remember I told you the family sent a cease and desist letter saying, you remove this or we're going to sue you.
Why did he not think that was going to happen? Did he know it was going to happen and he still wanted to do it?
I don't think he thought they was gonna. Right. I don't think he thought they was gonna sue him. This is the one I was talking about when I said the NBA draft. When everybody was saying, who are these white women? This is Little Duval, the what is it? The comedian.
Who's she? Who is she? Look at her. Look at her trying to grab his nuts. Look at her. Hop on, who's this woman?
Look at her. Oh, she happy. She looks so out of place, though. Look.
That's his girl.
But look at Mom is right there.
Mom gotta hug him first. And
Who's she? Who is she? Look at her. Look at her trying to grab his neck. Look at her.
That's his girl.
Papa, who's this woman?
That's probably her family in the background.
The white people.
I'm so happy for Jenny.
Oh, that was funny. That was
okay,
funny.
who is this woman?
All right.
Okay.
All right, that's it. Other than Kim Kardashian, she went to the White House to talk to Kamala Harris
About what? Reform
about justice reform. And of course, everybody
I just wanted to start off by
made jokes. It's because of her that most of the black men in there, she trying to get out. And then because of Joe Biden doing the life sentence for people that marijuana, that's why a lot of brothers is in there too.
Let them go. Let them
I
go.
thought that was
It's
funny.
legal in a lot of these states.
Maybe that's what she's going to talk about.
Let them go. Especially in the states where they're legal now.
Maybe that's what she's going to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, Sukiana got arrested. She's a rapper.
Who is she?
She's a rapper.
And
She got arrested for selling drugs.
You're kidding.
Why are these rappers selling drugs? Are they
She
really
was
not
selling
making
drugs
money?
Before though. And
But I'm
she made
saying,
good money
but y'all
before.
making money. They must not be making no
She
money.
must not be making money, Kim. She's not on the level of Nicki Minaj and them. So no.
I like this question. Sometimes they'll throw a question in here. You're offered $1 million to do something better than anyone else. What are you going to do? What are you good at that somebody you could do better than anybody else? Anything?
I would have to think on that. Because I don't know.
Oh, y'all, I missed the last one I do. Harvey Weinstein. Remember we talked
They
about
dropped
Harvey
one of the
Weinstein,
cases.
2020 R conviction overturned by New York Appeals Court. People lost their mind about that.
But he still stays in.
Well, he got 16 years he got to do for something else.
Okay.
So this dropped the one thing, and they said something about some of the witnesses were
Are they going to do that?
pertinent
Somebody
to the
asked if they're going to do that
case.
for R. Kelly.
Well, no.
They say, well, Harvey got some drop. Why can't they do that for R.
That's
Kelly?
true, but what they gonna drop, he's still gonna be in there forever. So this man's so old, he still got 16 years, and he gonna be in there for 16 years. So they trying to decide whether they should ship him back to California or somewhere to do his 16 years while he appeals. This one is getting ready to be appealed, but they said it's pretty much gonna be convicted probably because they appealed it for a stupid reason. They said some of the witnesses or something weren't pertinent to the trial. It's almost like you piling on, throwing people in there. Bring in the ice cream man. Let him talk. Bring in the floral man.
The maid.
The maid. And she don't know nothing.
And don't speak English.
But it just looks like it's so many people against you.
Why wouldn't you have your ducks in a row
Thank
when
you.
you are doing such a high profile crime?
And then the next thing we'll probably talk about Monday is they keep talking about this guy who was a serial killer who fixed things around Nicole Brown's house. And they think he was the one that killed her. After O.J. Simpson dies, all of this comes
What
out.
would be the reason for him to kill her?
He's a serial killer.
Oh. So they found him around the house. He wasn't
around the
in
house. They
vicinity.
just saying he was out of her house. He was somebody who was in and out of her house
And
who
he was
fixed
a
things.
serial killer.
And it's like our handyman. He's a serial killer. Our handyman's not. But if our handyman was, and then I end up dead, you might want to look into him.
Instead of the family members.
And they said nobody looked into him. So that's the latest thing black people have been talking about.
What if they find out
that he really did
that
do it?
man did?
And you know what I said? I told somebody on Facebook, I don't care. I still don't like O.J. Simpson.
You know,
y'all doing all of this to find out who really killed Nicole Brown. He got off. It's not like he went to jail for it.
But what if
they find out somebody else did do it?
That would shut down every white person that don't like him because of this. Because they're mad because they feel he took some lives.
A black guy got off.
Exactly.
But my thing is, it's funny because even if he didn't do it, I don't care. I still don't like O.J.
I know.
Simpson.
And a lot of us don't
And
care.
he didn't go to jail. So I don't care.
That's true.
If he would have went to jail for it,
then
then
we'll
I
be
would
like, oh man, y'all made him sit in jail for all those years.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Well, your guy was on TV today.
No, her guy is Trump.
No, her fake guy. Her real guy, Biden. He was on TV. He went on a show today, Ma. Okay. And he talked.
He was on the Howard Stern show.
He was on the Howard Stern show. Okay.
Kim's going to talk about it. She said he did real good.
They said he did good.
The makeup people don't like it.
They said he did so good that the Trump mega people don't like it.
Sorry, mega people. Biden is still doing his thing while Trump is in court.
On the Howard Stern, and everybody knows, I already put the thing out there that I'm a Howard Stern fan.
She's a Howard Stern fan, you
and
guys.
I know people don't understand
They try to see.
They try to test her. Real Stern people.
Characters that be on there, people that he talk about.
Everybody. I watched Howard Stern when Jackie was on there. Yeah. And then I watched the Artie time when Artie was on there.
And the one that passed away.
I even watched when Benji was on there.
Who's the one that passed away?
No, not the Artie that passed away.
No, who's the one that passed away?
Oh, you're talking about his friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, his friend passed away.
Okay.
But here's the thing, and his mom and dad, since we talked
You're kidding. When did they die? He talked about them a lot.
Like recently, like last year or something. But
I don't like Howard Stern.
Now you don't like Howard Stern. When he's nasty, that's when I turn away.
Yeah.
I don't like nasty.
He's always got to go the vulgar route.
But he hasn't been nasty in 20 years.
But then you really got me involved when you told me that he and Trump
used to be friends. And they still were until Trump ran for president and started lying about who he really was. Mm-hmm. That's why Howard don't like him, because he knows the real guy.
He said he's full of it.
He's full of it.
Okay.
So anyway, back when Hillary ran against Trump, Howard asked Hillary to come on his show, and she declined. And they said they believe that was one of the reasons that cost her the election. Oh. Howard has millions of fans.
She should have been thick skin enough to go on there. And
you don't have to answer if he asks a stupid question.
Just kind of laugh it off.
Yeah. So she didn't go. And they said that might have cost her millions of things.
Okay. But she was popular vote.
Yeah. So Biden didn't want to make that same mistake. Okay. Oh, so when they asked him to come on, he came on.
Okay.
It said in the Howard Stern interview, Biden says he's happy to debate Trump. Okay. President Joe Biden said Friday, that's today, he's happy to debate former President Donald Trump, though he did not specify to when, probably to whenever the conventions are over. And they name who their candidates are. The comment was made during a one-on-one interview with radio host Howard Stern, who asked if the president had plans to debate his 2024 opponent. I am somewhere, Biden responded, the first time he's indicated he will debate Trump this election cycle. I don't know when. I'm happy to. Trump ain't gonna debate. No. You know that. After Biden's remark on the Stern Show on Sirius XM, Trump's campaign manager responded on social media and said, okay, let's set it up. Okay. So Trump's campaign, which means Trump was, he couldn't have been watching. He was in court today, wasn't he? His campaign manager was watching.
An update, probably.
Trump is definitely going to watch this.
Trump said he wanted to debate him anyway, didn't he? He said he wanted to debate him.
So let's go.
But he probably thinking he's gonna control the narrative, because you know how he is.
Yes.
He won't
they
answer
need to ask him specific
things.
He
will not answer, and he's going to make up lies.
Okay. So Trump, however, is pouring cold water on the idea that Biden actually wants to debate him. Everyone knows he doesn't really mean it, Trump wrote on his post today. He's saying Biden don't mean it.
Whatever.
Trump then said that Biden should debate him at his rally in Michigan next week.
No.
Why would he go to your rally, you big dummy?
He needs to be where it can be a little bit of control, because this man still can't be controlled.
Trump, who skipped all 4 Republican debates, said that and pulled out of his 3 debates with Biden in 2020, has urged Biden to participate in 3 general debates scheduled for this fall. So we'll see. However, Biden campaign has expressed concern with organization of these debates, signaling that the nonpartisan group that has sponsored the event since 1980 has been unclear about their ability to be fair.
Thank you. And to me, they need to be a little tougher with, we turning the mic off, turn it off. Okay, Biden, answer the question. I mean, more control, because you know how, okay, think about this. Everybody knows how he's been acting in the courtroom.
Exactly.
And that's with legal people around him.
Exactly.
How do you think he's going to act with some little 2 two hostess sitting at a table.
Thank you.
Come on.
During the interview, during the Howard Stern interview, Biden became very personal. The president ran through his life story, touching on how his stuttering has affected his life. He still stutters. You can tell. He can still have a problem with that.
Yeah.
See, you don't know if it's old or if he's having a problem talking because of stuttering. You don't know. You realize how humiliating it is. So it taught me to understand what other people are going through, Biden said, when referencing how his stutter helped make him more compassionate.
Yeah, I was going to say that. He's more compassionate.
Biden shared how after the passing of his first wife and his 1-year-old daughter, he had thought about suicidal thoughts. So when they died, he thought about suicidal thoughts. You don't have to be crazy, he said, to commit suicide. If you've been at the top of a mountain, you think it's never going to be there again. And just a brief moment, I thought maybe I'll just go to Delaware Bridge and jump off. But I had 2 kids, he said.
2 more boys.
He became emotional when discussing the passing of his son, Bo, and his father.
He's lost a lot of people in his life.
Regarding abortion, Biden assured Stern that if reelected, he would be able to get a majority in Congress to reinstate Roe versus Wade nationwide.
Yep.
And guarantee that the Supreme Court, the one that the Supreme Court overturned in 2022. I think there's going to be a real lesson learned, he said, the mega Republican side of the aisle, because we're going to see a whole lot of state referendums, and they're going to see that doing the state by state thing doesn't work. That's what he's saying. They're going to notice that as they do, and they just now found out. Arizona, they see one state of go back to the 1800s, and then another state will say, well, we won't go that far back. We'll go to the 1960s. You can't do that.
And then what if one state decides we're going to go back to before slavery was even abolished?
So that's why he said it doesn't work. At one point in the interview, Biden referred to Nixon as Trump. I always said he was Nixon.
Remember?
I called him Orange Nixon.
Orange Nixon.
He said but corrected himself and referenced him as it was a Freudian slip. He trying to be funny. He also repeatedly referenced speaking at the Gridiron Club this Saturday when he meant to say the White House Correspondents' Dinner. The Gridiron Club already took place in March. So he's old. He messed up.
Messed up again. But Trump does too.
Trump too.
And
we got 2 old men.
And Trump gives an excuse for it. I meant to say that. No, you didn't.
So so it's this Saturday then.
They both are old.
So the White House Correspondents' Dinner is this Saturday? Who's the comedian I
don't know.
And one of the things, a serious thing, he said, I'm going to say at the dinner, is Jefferson said a choice between what we have and free press. I'd pick free press. He says he went to accuse the press of not speaking up about Trump as much as they used to in the past. I agree with that. They make him more of a superstar now when they talk about him.
Superstar.
The first time he ran, they called him more of an idiot. Maybe that's why they don't want to do it again, because it backfired. By talking about him, calling him stupid, people start saying, quick, let's pick it on him.
I feel sorry for him. Right. Oh, let me pick his name.
He said, I haven't figured it out yet, but I think it's coming around, and I'm not blaming the press. I'm just saying I think some of them are worried about attacking him, worried about taking him on.
Okay.
And they also worried because he said once he became president, he was going to shut down anybody that was messing with him.
Thank you.
That's why they're scared.
He'll really have the power, he thinks, to come after people. He would try to shut down news.
But that's why they're scared. They don't want to go after him, and then he wins, and then he goes on a tent to shut down CNN.
Think about it. He'll be doing what China does and what Russia does. They don't allow negative news on them.
Right. And that's what he wants.
Yep.
Okay. Emerald says, salutations, everyone. Salutations to you, too. Sibling love is the best. She must be talking about T.I.'s daughter. She says, my question is, how much did she pay for that BS? What story was that when we talked about? I can't even remember anymore, Emerald. And Wendy Pearson says, hey, girls. Hey, Wendy P. We waiting on Wendy B, so.
Clarify what you asked, Emerald.
Yeah, when you said, my question is, how much did she pay for that BS?
That probably was the beginning stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
he got some pointers on he got some points on Howard Stern show.
Reggie Bush.
All right. What's going on? I've been hearing a little bits and pieces of this. His Heisman, he was a Heisman Trophy winner.
He got it
Did he
back.
ever take it back from him?
They took
What
it
did
from
they
him.
take it from him for?
Because he was making money. You can't make money back in those days as an undergrad. And he was taking money from people.
And they're talking back on the table to the option to paying college athletes.
Right. That's there now. So that's why they figured, since it's almost like they use it the same as like marijuana. Mm-hmm. A lot of guys go to jail for marijuana. Now that it's legal in some states, are you going to let them out? Right. That's kind of what they use it as. Reggie Bush is getting his 2005 Heisman Trophy back. His Heisman Trust cites enormous changes in college athletics. Mm-hmm. Reggie Bush is getting his Heisman Memorial Trophy back after having had to relinquish the award in 2010. In a press release Wednesday on Heisman.com, the decision by the Heisman Trust to reinstate Bush followed a deliberative process in which it closely monitored the enormous changes in the college football landscape. We are thrilled to welcome Reggie Bush back to the Heisman family in recognition of his collegiate accomplishments. So that's what they said. Now, I did this story because some people are upset. And let me tell you why. Let's have this debate. Let's talk about it. Back in the day, prohibition was illegal to have alcohol. Mm-hmm. And to make it and all of that.
Those steel mills that they would always break and find them.
So during that time when alcohol became legal and they maybe let people out who was in jail because of selling alcohol, some people debate and say they shouldn't be let out because it was illegal
at that time.
They did something to break the law. Mm-hmm.
I would say,
like, let's say murder or whatever becomes legal next year. Are you going to let all the murderers out?
Well, here's the thing. I have a mixed view.
That's why let's talk about it.
Because we know right now, at that time, they were in jail. How long? What
if you just got there?
No, because... Oh, you mean like if you just got there and then it became legal?
Right. Let's say you got there Saturday and then,
okay,
a month later, now
I think they probably need to revisit how long you were doing it.
So case by case.
Case by case. How long you've been doing it and how long you've been in there. Because you could literally been in there long enough to cover the time frame that you've done it.
But what do you think about
now it's legal?
People who say they broke the law when that was the law. It doesn't matter that it's changed. They physically in their mind knew they was breaking the law. So they're criminal.
Because at the moment they were doing it, it was illegal. Criminal. It was, and they got in trouble for it.
And then some other people on the other side argue and say, what if it's an unjust law?
Exactly.
So what if somebody says...
Because that law is not taking people's lives.
Exactly.
It's not violating a person. It's just, you're doing something, whatever they call that kind of law. You're selling something illegal or you creating something that's considered illegal. Think about it.
Go ahead.
Being married to a black man and a white woman was illegal.
Yeah, that used to be illegal.
And you got arrested if you got caught. And some people had to leave the country.
Yeah.
So that was illegal.
Right.
It was not illegal to have a slave.
Now look at this.
And hanging, lynching.
Let's say today we got a speeding ticket. Okay. Let's say tomorrow they change the speed limit to a higher speed limit on that little patch that we got a ticket on. Mm-hmm. Do you still have to pay your ticket?
That's
the same thing.
No, that's different because I would still have to pay. That's a traffic violation.
Why?
Well, that one
because you broke the law at the time.
But that's different because it wasn't a law that I broke where I'm spending time in jail for it.
No, but
so you gotta find something where I gotta spend time in jail for breaking that law. Because a traffic violation, you pay it or you don't, and that's it.
Okay, what if the legal drinking, you can only have 2 drinks now or something like that right now, or 1 drink or something, and you blow in the breathalyzer and it's a 2.1 or whatever, I don't know the numbers, And because it's a 2.1 or something, you have to go to jail for DUI. But then the law changes and says technically it should be higher because the person really isn't that drunk when they blow a 2.1. Should everybody that's still in jail or DUI with 2.1 still have it?
I think we need to revisit, just like the guys that's selling marijuana, that's in jail for selling marijuana. If you're breaking a law, did not take a life, did not abuse anybody, did not beat somebody up, first of all, why are they even in jail with people who have done bodily harm?
Right.
That's a whole different mindset. You selling drugs and you hurting somebody. That's two different mindsets.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with that already.
Mm-hmm.
So if they've already spent the time to, whatever the word, to be rehabilitated, because why are they in jail for selling? How long they going to be there till they rehabilitated?
No, that's to whatever the judge gave you.
That's what I'm saying. And the judges make decisions on how long too. One judge can say 10 years. Another judge can say 20.
Well, let's look here.
So it's unfair even in every state. So how do you do that?
I don't know.
That's a
In
hard
2010,
one.
Bush voluntarily gave up his award during an NCAA investigation, found that he received benefits of several $1,000s and a vehicle that were not allowed at the time when you were in college. College athletes can now receive compensation for their name and their image and their likeness. Mm-hmm. In 2021 statement, the NCAA said its rules still prohibited pay for play type arrangements. Based on the recent changes to the NIL rules and previous penalties, including those are several years old, will not be reevaluated or reconsidered. So you still can't get paid to,
as a college
win a game and all. You can't do that. Mm-hmm. Bush said that the NCAA defamed him and he filed a lawsuit against the sports governing body. He has said he wasn't paid to play football at USC. So I don't know.
Because he's fighting it. He said he didn't agree with it.
He said, I am grateful to once again be recognized as a recipient of the Heisman Trophy. This reinstatement is not only a personal victory, but also a validation of the tireless efforts of my supporters and advocates who have stood by me throughout this journey. I want to make it abundantly clear that I have always acted with integrity and in accordance with the rules set by the NCAA. So he's still maintaining his innocence. With Bush reinstatement, USC has the most Heisman trophies now in college football.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with him getting it back because he didn't do what and O.J. Simpson never lost his. He was accused of murder and he got off.
Yeah.
So people was either upset, oh, he shouldn't be Heisman Trophy winner. No,
the family got that. The Goldman family, and then they broke it in pieces, or did they sell it?
And it didn't matter if they
sold it.
And the sad thing about it, that didn't even matter.
They sold it for $200,000 or something,
and for them to get money off of it. But in the books, in the records, he's still the Heisman Trophy for that year. This guy, I think if he's fighting for his innocence, that's different than if he was actually guilty and said, I'm guilty. And then they say, okay, Reggie, we'll give it back to you.
Okay, Wendy says, I'm in. Do you see me? All right, so let's look. Make sure you're ready when we come to you, Wendy. All right, let's see.
But that's a good question. Because I don't know why are people mad that he got it back?
I don't know.
They felt like he still broke rules and stuff.
I don't know.
I was always wondering too with Angel and Caitlin. I noticed how they never did a lot of interviews. Mm-hmm. I know they really picky on college level of not being the star, like being on the Jimmy Kimmel show or something.
Yeah.
Because that's, putting them in another category, and they shouldn't be doing that as college athletes. But I hope they change that rule and start paying these college kids, because Caitlin brought a lot of money to that school.
Yep.
Angel brought a lot of money to her school.
I don't see you, Wendy. You might have to go out and come back in, because I don't see you.
Is there a link that should be sent?
No, it's the same link.
Same link?
Yeah. Yep, I don't see you. So you have to go out and come back in again.
Wait a minute. That's Pearson.
She said I'm in, so that's the same person then.
I don't see Wendy, the other Wendy.
She says I'm in, so that's her. That's probably another name. So
no, because we have two Wendy's.
She says I'm in. You don't see that?
I see that Wendy, not the other Wendy.
Well, that's what she said, so I'm assuming that's her.
No.
Okay.
I think Wendy Pearson is saying something else.
Oh, I'm in? Something else?
Wendy, what do you mean by you said I'm in? That's not the other Wendy. The other Wendy could literally be in the room.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
They have different last names.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Going to Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they asked Kyrie Irving, what does he think about the TikTok ban? So, you know, Kyrie Irving, he always has something to say. So let's see what he has to say.
Kyrie, what's up, man? You look great, man. Hey, they're trying to take away TikTok, man. All the TikTokers.
I don't have time for distractions right now.
No, I hear you.
Answer one or two of your questions, but what's good, bro?
TikTok. What do you think about them trying to suppress the voices of millions of people?
Read between the lines, man. There's a bigger reason why they're trying to do that.
What do you think it is?
Read between the lines.
You think it's money, or they're trying to take away our freedom of speech?
Read between the lines. Everybody has their own opinion. Some deeper stuff going on.
Well, you're an amazing human being. Period.
Truth seeker.
Yeah, you're the best.
God first.
Yeah, there's a lot of people are hurting for this, because we want just to celebrate each other.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be about free speech, but it's not.
Would you ever run for office in the future?
It looks like I'm looking the part. But it's all about educating yourself.
Love you, Kyrie.
Take his.
Okay.
You can say
Well, he said what I'm going to talk about. Now, a lot of people think that this TikTok ban is a bigger reason. It's not just about China owning it. And I kind of believe that. Because I don't believe...
What's the bigger reason, though?
Okay. On TikTok, a lot of times people put stuff like remedies and stuff where you don't have to do medicine. Mm-hmm. You can use this instead of doing medicine. Like, it talks down on a lot of stuff that is pushed through media, through our main media, like drugs and medicines and stuff like that.
But don't other platforms do the same thing?
See, that's the same person. You saying it's her. She just has a different name on here.
Are you the same Wendy?
Yeah, she said, "Can you see me?" That's what I was trying to tell you.
No,
Lenore.
We can't see her. That's what I'm saying. No, we can't. If that's the same,
but it's the same one.
That's not okay. So maybe Wendy, you must go by your other name then. When you
we don't see that.
So I'm thinking you another Wendy.
Yeah, it's the same one, I guess.
Other platforms do that. Other platforms tell information that could really kind of like put doctors out of business, holistic ways of doing things, other ways of technical stuff that you can learn. My thing was, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking partly what you had said earlier is about money and it's about control. I think, honestly, the higher... Other than what you're saying is still true with all the platforms, not just TikTok.
Right.
I personally feel that if another country is controlling a platform, they can get any kind of information they can on us. Right. Security reasons. There can be security breaches and stuff. I don't trust another country owning something that we're giving them information to build their AIs and stuff. I don't trust China. I don't trust Russia or any other country outside of America.
Okay, Wendy.
So let's be in charge of that.
You see me?
Hold on.
Yeah, Wendy, is Pearson your maiden name?
Maiden name.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you was another Wendy.
She kept saying it was...
You can see me and hear me?
Yeah, we can see you now.
We can see you and hear you now. Yeah, okay. That's why I didn't say, because you kept saying it was another...
I thought it was another Wendy.
Pearson is my maiden name.
Oh.
So sometime you log in with your other name.
No, YouTube does that. I tried to take it out.
Oh, we thought that was another Wendy.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so now we know. Okay, so there you are. You back now. How's it going?
It's going good. Keep me in prayer, though. I've been having some episodes.
Oh, okay.
We will.
I spent the majority of the day in the emergency ward, and my ears have disconnected from my head.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
You hear okay still?
I can hear, but they're hanging from my head from this disease. But
Lord.
keep me in prayer because I'm under attack.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, total healing. We pray for that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. So we'll I have one more thing to talk about, then we'll do the funny, and then we'll go right into you, Wendy. Are you doing your thing today, or you don't want to?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you know what? It's a lot of, the Bible says that there was going to be earthquakes and all
Diverse
this in diverse places. And
we've got global
Wars
warming
and
problems.
rumors of wars.
Yep.
Wars and rumors of wars.
Which is still going on now.
Yep.
Thank you. Rumors of wars.
Yep.
You're right.
I wanted to talk about something that a lot of people are not talking about, and that's the flood that's in Kenya.
What? What
They
happened?
never talk about Kenya. You know they never talk about us.
Any places with brown people.
Or as Trump would say, shithole places.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kenya, floods have caused widespread devastation in Nairobi.
Wow.
Roads have turned into rivers in the Kenyan capital of Nairobi. Heavy rain has pounded Kenya in recent days, causing a widespread devastation. The UN says that 32 people have lost their lives and over 40,000 have been forced from their homes because of the rain and the floods. Edwin Sifuna, whatever his name is, who oversees Nairobi County, posted footage showing an entire neighborhoods flooded. In the clip, residents could be seen trapped on their roofs in their homes.
It's reminding me of the Katrina situation.
It's escalated to extreme levels. The county government, for all its efforts, is clearly overwhelmed. We need all national emergency services. So I'm sure America's going to send money to Nairobi.
Oh, no.
Since we send billions of dollars everywhere else.
Oh, no, I don't think money's going there.
Hundreds of others in Nairobi and nearby areas were marooned by floods following heavy rain. So a lot of people are still trapped. They're on top of their roofs. And
dad's from Kenya, isn't he?
Yeah. Nearly 100,000 people have been displaced in Burundi, while at least 58 people have died in Tanzania. Yeah. One of the biggest drivers of heavy rain in East Africa and Indian Ocean. So all 100,000 in Burundi.
That's a lot of people.
This is crazy.
And I'm sure if they had probably the technology and the money and whatever, they can clean that up quickly than what they have to deal with.
This is the worst, the strongest they've seen since El Nino in 1997.
Yeah.
Remember El Nino?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I say that to say that not only is it in Kenya, but Dubai. A lot of people, this is the one they've been showing everywhere. The Dubai floods.
Dubai and China.
Dubai, well, even more than China, they've been showing Dubai.
Okay.
And all of this is being blamed on climate change.
Yeah, that some people don't believe in.
It says scientists find the fingerprints of climate change on the Dubai flood as well.
That's why when we talk about the cicadas coming, I said, are they really coming? Because our earth is just doing weird things. And even animals are acting strange. And insects too.
It said the record-breaking rain that fell over Dubai this month, triggering deadly floods and chaos. Now, I don't know if they were showing it. Somebody was showing on TikTok, and you don't know what's real and what's AI.
I know.
With camels flooding or drowning.
Oh, Lord.
In the desert.
That's the problem with the AI.
You don't know if it's real
We don't know if it's real or not. I see some people post things on Facebook, and then I come back and other people post and say, that's AI, y'all. That's fake. That's fake.
A team of 21 scientists and researchers under the World Weather Attribution found that climate change was making extreme rainfall events in 2 countries that typically don't get this much rain. Over a period in less 24 hours between April 14th and 15th, Dubai experienced the heaviest rainfall it's had in 75 years.
Wow.
They said the airport was flooded. People couldn't get out. I'm telling you.
And this is part of the prepping that you always say.
If your house floats away,
you still got to be ready for any kind of situation that happens, whether it's water related, fire related, wind related. There's all kinds of things that can hit you. in your location.
The mall, you know, they have luxurious malls in Dubai, soaked, water flooded.
I wonder,
forcing people to climb stairs and to get up out the water.
I wonder, was this is recently? So they already filmed I told you they're back with the Housewives of Dubai. So this is before this flood.
Yeah.
The Housewives of Dubai is back.
Yep.
Season 2, I think.
Yep. And then this is China.
Wow.
Now, you know, anything happen in China, it's going to be 100,000 people.
I know.
It could be in one town.
Very overcrowded.
And it'd be 1 million people affected.
And you're like, wait a minute, that town ain't no bigger than
Rhode
Island.
China's Minister of Water Resources intensifying measures against flooding as heavy rain continues to lash southern China. The ministry has forecasted heavy rainfall to continue across the country's southern and southwestern regions from Wednesday to Friday, with rainstorms hitting parts of the Pearl River Basin. A lot of parts of them are underwater.
You know what? That rain is still, that was over because they're not far from Middle East area. So that rain was probably, was it around the same time, I wonder?
All this is now, all April.
No, I'm saying that heavy rain that went through Dubai probably went through China.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So I say all of this to say, we worrying about elections and all this other stuff. You might have to worry about other stuff.
Prepping, though, should you get a boat, a little boat?
What do you mean?
For prepping, some people have little boats in case something floods and the city's flooding. You can be in your boat and at least float away. Yeah, what happened to Wendy?
Oh, the commercial probably came on. Go ahead. You said get your boat.
Like those little rowboats.
Am I back?
Yeah, you back now. Those little rowboats as prepping.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about it. I mean, you can only do so much. I get it. But if your whole area is flooded with 4 or 5 feet, you can at least get in the boat and float on out the neighborhood.
But some of the people,
and just float where no water is.
Some of the people, when the way the rain came in, that boat it tipped the boat over and took them away.
Oh, Lord,
you just got to trust God. Ain't no way you can get around it.
And God can warn you too.
I want to start seeing those days with Moses, where you walk outside and point to the water and it rises up above and clears the path.
Or I like it when you walk outside and your house is not affected.
I know.
People will look and go, her house didn't flood. She has no water near her.
Jesus built what is it? All around me every day. What is it, Bill?
Jesus, I want you to protect me as I travel along life's way. I know you can. Yes, Lord. I know you will. Yes, Lord. Fight my battles. Yes, Lord. If I keep still. Yes, Lord. Lord, be a fence all around me every day. Mama likes Psalms 91. Thousands shall fall on my foot, 10,000, but no harm should come to me.
I quoted that scripture when she was in the hospital.
Yes, you did.
With coronavirus. Because it was 10,000.
Falling at her footside. Yep.
She didn't know. She was out.
So that means we... You know what?
10,000 falling around her. She don't know.
Definitely speaking of the word of faith too, Wendy, to encourage you.
So we'll be praying. We don't care what. Yes. That's it. God said he's a healer, and he is.
And we putting the enemy on notice today.
That's right.
You a liar, and there's no truth in you, and no weapon formed against Wendy shall prosper.
That's right.
So we got you, girl. We got you.
All right, God got you.
Yeah, we got you with the prayers of the saints, the availeth much.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. We had to just make this into a.
I had to, because when you said you would like to see a miracle where people come outside and the waters can divide and they can just go on into your car and go on and drive on, you know. So
all right, so our funny for today, I always try to do something funny. Oh, this is another one. I saw another dog that likes a haircut.
That's
I didn't
what I was
see
saying.
him.
I'm surprised you.
No,
you saw probably funnier.
No. Let's just see him. Does anyone else dog love a fake haircut? The one I saw was a golden retriever, and he likes a haircut too.
It was fake.
No, like this.
They thought they pretend like they was cutting his hair.
Yeah.
Look at this. He had the clippers on. It's just the noise. Fake. That's cute. Look at him with his pen up.
Look at him.
Combing the top of his hair. Clipping it.
No, this is funnier.
What you like?
No, because he's moving his head up.
Got his neck up.
That is so
He
cute.
must like that sound.
No, he wants to do what his owner's doing. He sees his owner doing that, so he wants to do what the owner's doing. Like, give me the same thing
And
you
he
get.
loves the way it feels. When you getting your hair cut or something, it does feel good when they're touching your head. Yes. And some animal, remember that one dog, he kept putting his paw back on when he was doing his head.
No, I saw another one where the dog, it was a little cutesy looking dog, and he was getting groomed. And he moves. When they cut around his leg, he picks his leg up, and they cut around his leg. When they do his chin, he holds his head up. When they want to do his tail, he turns around. The guy can do it. When he does his hair at the top, he holds his head down.
You know what?
Like he does everything you're supposed to do.
You gotta love
But this guy, he thinks he's getting the haircut.
Yeah, shaving.
Look at this. Let me try.
Does anyone else love a fake haircut? Combing it on his head. Clipping the...
I love it.
Making scissors.
Yeah. It's other dogs that like that too.
I love it.
It's other dogs that like that.
All right, Miss Wendy.
All right, Wendy.
We got your story.
Okay, story time.
Kim.
Hold on. Lenora don't.
Say it again, Wendy. I don't got my clapper.
Story time.
Picture this.
Well, she was the child of a very prominent star. She was famous throughout the 80s. She won 9 Grammys. She struggled with drug addiction. And her father had 3 names. Who is this?
What year did you give a year?
Wait a minute, say it again.
They used to accuse her father of trying to be white. But he was dark as the street. He was very prominent. He was the first black man to have his own. Yeah, there you are.
Nat King Cole.
Nat King Cole.
Wow.
His daughter, Natalie Cole, was born to a very prominent family. Her mother, Marie's family, were very bougie white people. They were old money. Her mother didn't want her to be friends with any black people, including the servants in the house.
Wow.
Her mother told her they were beneath her. Her mother was a very nasty, snooty woman, and she was jealous of the relationship that Natalie had with her father. She did shows with her father. She appeared on his Christmas album. They were always together. Her mother also resented her because she was her darkest child. Her mother did not like dark-skinned black people. She was into shadeism.
She had a sister that was lighter.
Her mother was Nat King Cole's side chick before he married her. A lot of people don't know that. So she wasn't as prominent as she seems. Natalie and her father and mother dealt with racism. The Ku Klux Klan put a cross on their lawn and said they didn't want any degenerates in the neighborhood. Nat King Cole got very sick all of a sudden. He had cancer. Natalie's mother wanted her to go to a refinery school where she could learn manners and etiquette. So she plotted to get Natalie out of the house without telling her that her father was dying.
Wow.
When Natalie arrived at school, the first call she got was one saying that her father, Nat King Cole, her hero, had passed away. Her mother didn't even have the decency to go tell the child and pick her up herself. She sent one of the servants to get her. Space. Natalie had a very rough childhood because she didn't understand her mother's resentment towards her, which was all based on color. When Natalie got home, she was devastated and very angry at her mother. When her father left, she went into college. She only did recreational drugs at that time. She only smoked a little marijuana, but she was grieving her father heavy. All of her friends and relatives told her that she should sing like her father. She's a Cole, but Natalie didn't want to sing She wanted to be a social worker. But they kept on her and they kept on her and they kept on her until finally she gave in. She started singing at little cafes all around the town, but many of the club owners were disappointed because they thought she was going to sing like her father, but she did cover songs instead. Anyway, it didn't matter. 2 really big promoters saw her. They gave her a contract. She became a star almost instantly. Many hits, unforgettable, inseparable. There's so many. But she really was on the top. She was winning Grammys. She was on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But what people didn't know was she was also struggling with severe cocaine and heroin drug addiction. She was so into drugs that they called her the gourmet cook because they said nobody could cook up crack like Natalie Cole.
So they've been selling since then.
One night when she was really high, she didn't realize it, but her son was in the pool drowning. And one of the servants who couldn't even swim jumped in and saved him. Natalie was going downhill fast. She was married. Her marriage was going downhill because he was a drug addict too. They were so delusional. They figured, well, we can still make money. We'll sell crack.
Wow.
They were completely out of it. One day, Natalie's apartment building caught on fire. People kept telling her, Natalie, the building's on fire. She was so high, she wouldn't even leave. They had to drag her out. Natalie was on the rock bottom. She was doing really bad. She was the totally opposite of what she looked like. She was a junkie.
Yeah.
Anyway, she went in and out of rehab. She kept making hits. She got so bad that her mother got guardianship over her so she could protect Natalie from herself because Natalie was going downhill fast. She couldn't be a mother. She couldn't do anything. She was at the bottom of the barrel. Anyway, she finally got off drugs, but the unfortunate thing is she had been on drugs so long. By this time, she had hepatitis C, and she also had to go on dialysis 3 days a week. Natalie's past had caught up with her. Her past had preceded her. And the big-time daughter of Natalie Cole was now a cold-blooded junkie.
Yeah.
Anyway, Natalie did finally get off drugs, but her previous drug use had her so messed up. She eventually died of kidney failure. Natalie did not survive her drug habit and she passed away.
Yeah, I remember that when Natalie Cole died.
She died in 2000. She was born in 1915 and 1950, and she died in 2015 from complications from kidney failure.
Wow.
Yeah. Our next celebrity.
Oh, before you go on, I remember one thing I do remember her is one of her husbands was Marvin Yancey. He was gospel.
Oh, yeah, from Chicago.
I had his album.
Was he from Chicago?
In the area, the Yancey family. And that's how she was with him and did some gospel stuff with him. But he was a big known singer in the Chicago area, he and his family. But I do remember him as one of her husbands.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay. Our next candidate, he was a star in the 80s too. He was close friends with Sam Cooke, and he was known for his deep, raspy voice, a smooth voice, really. He had so many hits out. He got 8 Grammys. He's on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And he sang in the company of Sam Cooke and Bobby Womack.
Deep voice. Bobby Womack.
Who was this velvet singing star?
It's Fat Boy.
No.
Maestro is not him, Barry White. You said
I said Fat Boy. That's Barry White.
He had a very deep, rich voice.
Oh,
Isaac Hayes.
No. Was it Isaac?
No.
Oh, You'll Never Find.
Oh, Lou Rawls.
Yeah. Lou Rawls.
You'll never find.
You're gonna miss my loving.
You're gonna miss my loving.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Lou Rawls was one of the biggest stars of the 80s. He had so many hits out. You'll Never Find, Natural Man, Baby Love. He was a crooner and a scrooner. Lou Rawls had a very rough life, though. He was born in 1933 to a mother who was pretty trifling. She pretty much left him whatever she could so she could go out and party and have a good time. She was a party girl. She once found out that her neighbors were Sam Cooke and his family. Sam Cooke came from a very good upbringing, and she talked his mother into taking Lou in. This was great for Lou because Lou loved and admired Sam, and Sam took him under his wing like a little brother. They were together all the time, and whenever Sam sang secular music, he would always take Lou with him.
Okay.
Eventually, though, Sam had to take care of himself, and he went off on his own and left Lou so he could start his career. Lou joined the paratroopers, which he didn't know why he did because he was scared to jump. But anyway, he spent a lot of time there, and Sam would call him from time to time to sing background in studio work. But he wasn't doing anything on his own. When he got out of the army, the paratroopers, he started singing all over the place, trying to get a head start. And finally, someone saw him and said, we got to sign this guy right away. He's going to be a huge star. And they signed him. And he put out his big hits like Lady Love, You'll Never Find, Natural Man. He started appearing on the Mike Douglas show and the Dick Cavett show and the Ed Sullivan show. He was really doing good. But behind the scenes, Lou was with a crazy woman. This woman did drugs and Lou beat on her. Lou beat on her a lot.
Oh, Lou.
And one day he took her to a hotel. He told her he'd be right back. But he left her there and he never returned. He had went off to be with another woman. Lou had issues. He had an 8-year-old son. One day they were sitting at the dinner table eating dinner, and Lou just reached over and punched the boy and broke his nose. He was 8 years old. It seemed that he had a struggle with his son because his son was light-skinned and Lou resented that.
Oh.
Lou also ran with a lot of groupies. He was always in some type of sexual encounter, which also intensified his drug habit. Lou Rawls was a drug addict. He was a very violent drug addict. But anyway, he did all this behind the scenes and he stayed with his wife. Finally, one day he called his first wife to tell him that his third wife he was afraid of. He said, can you help me? She's abusing me. She punches me. She slaps me. She's taking my money. Can you help me? Can you get her out of my house? Lou had got himself in a situation in his 70s where he was being abused and wasn't a damn thing he could do about it.
Payback.
He still continued to perform, but behind the scenes, he was an abused man. He suffered from elder abuse. His third wife wouldn't let his first wife or his daughter come visit him. She blocked everything. And then when he got cancer, she wouldn't let him get chemo. She told him she was taking him off to be with some herbalist, some natural healer, which obviously didn't work.
Wow.
Lou Rawls had himself in a situation where out to the public, he looked like the most prominent talented singer. Behind the scenes, he was going through absolute hell, but he was a mean person. He kind of got what he deserved.
Yeah.
Lou Rawls went on until he finally died of cancer. Before he died, he did pick up the phone and call his son and tell him he was sorry for the way he had treated him, that he always loved him and that he always respected him, but he just didn't know how to be a father. So Lou Rawls lived a double life. One was good, one was very negative and mean. When he was 5 years old, by the way, he had been molested by 2 church women who told his mother they would babysit for him. And then when he went to sleep, they pulled down his pants and started to fondle him.
Dang.
They said it traumatized him for the majority of his life. He never got over it. He ran out of that house and ran home. Lou Rawls was also shocked when his friend Sam Cooke got murdered. He had just left Lou Rawls before that happened. Anyway, Lou Rawls is one of the greats, winner of 8 Grammy Awards, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a prominent TV host for a while. Lou Rawls did his thing.
Yeah, I remember him in United Negro College Fund.
Yep, he sure was involved.
Oh, by the way, he was supporting the United Negro College Fund, but he would not pay for his son to go to college.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's doing the United Negro College Fund.
Did his son not go to a black college?
I don't know, but I know he wouldn't pay for it. He said he wasn't paying for his son to go. He wanted his son to struggle like he did.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
These guys.
Lou Ross was a gifted, talented person, but he was not a good person. He was a mean, hateful man.
That reminds me
Anyway,
of
that's the story of Lou Ross, who died in 2006.
When you said he was a mean, rotten man, that's the Brady Bunch. When you said Jesse James, he was a mean, low down, dirty killer. But Lou Ross, you said he wasn't. He came off as nice.
Yeah.
He also didn't like the fact that Janet Jackson had more hits than him.
Well, he
and
might
they tried to tell him her music was in a different era. You know, comparison to Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
He said, "Why is that bitch making all that money?" That's how he referred to Janet Jackson.
Can you imagine if social media was around during all these people that Wendy keep talking about
that they said?
It would be a hot mess.
So Luke, we didn't know this much about these people.
Most of the people I talked about are either sexually confused, they've been molested, they become bisexual, they're in the heroin and the cocaine. That was a very strange period of time.
Yeah.
And people still judge you if you were a woman, or they judged you if you were black.
Right.
It was a trying time.
Yeah.
Who was the one? Was it Sarah Vaughan? Who was the one that you said ended up in the Billy Graham's crusade? Was it Sarah Vaughan?
Ethel Waters.
Ethel Waters. That's it. So
she had a good ending. That was
Thank
good.
you. She ended up with a saved.
Wendy Emerald says hi.
Hi, Emerald.
And she says Wendy rocking a new hairstyle each week. I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, that was good. So that's your two people?
Yes, ma'am.
He has a memorable voice, though. He really does.
Never find.
So I don't know if he was jealous of Janet because he probably felt
I'm
she didn't sing.
bragging on myself, baby. But there's no ifs and buts or maybes. No.
I miss my loving. You're gonna miss my loving.
When it's cold outside.
I know that you are gonna miss my love. Oh my God. Oh, and I know oh God, it had to have been an episode on Martin where Tommy was staying with Pam, and they tried to live together, and he would always play Natural Man by Lou Ross, and Pam would get so mad. She said, "You gotta play that song every night before you go to."
He came off as a nice guy. We didn't know none of this about him.
Just like a natural man.
Never find. I'm not bragging on myself, baby, but there's no ifs and buts or maybe.
You're gonna miss my
love.
All right. That was good, Wendy.
Lady love.
You're gonna miss my loving.
Oh no. I'll see you when I get there. Will you be ready for good loving?
I was talking about loving somebody. Shut up.
Oh my God.
But you punching your wife in the head in the background.
And not taking care for your son's college.
No one's going to miss your loving if you're blocking people in hotels.
Isn't that sad? They live a different life out on stage. And backstage, they're totally, a different person.
Right.
It's real sad.
Right.
All right, Wendy.
But thank you, Lou Ross. And
well, it's time for the prayer. We're going to have prayer now.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Father God, we come before your throne of grace once again, O Lord. And Lord, this time I got a petition for myself, and I'm asking Mother Woods to remember me in her prayers because I'm suffering. This disease is attacking my eyes, my ears, my nose, and it makes me miserable. But God promised me healing. Had he said it and will not do it? Has he spoken and will not bring it to pass? I'm asking for the manifestation of my healing, that I would wake up and it would just be gone.
Yes.
I also want to touch and agree with other people that are suffering. There are many people suffering behind the scenes you don't know anything about, and they're going through absolute hell. The devil's tormenting them. He's trying to torment me, but I'm not going. I'm going to gather all my prayer warriors, because the Bible says one can take down 1,000 demons, two can put 10,000 to flight. And I'm asking you, Mother Woods, in your strongest prayer, pray for me. I'm going through hell. I also want to thank God for the many blessings we all have. One, that we're alive, we're able to eat, we have a roof over our head, we have people to talk to and love us, fellowship with. And I thank God for that because many people are alone and don't have anything. I also pray a prayer for prosperity. People are in debt. They have bills to pay. They need food to eat. They have things they need to do just to survive. And I'm praying for a financial blessing for everyone. I'm also praying for those that are in conflict. They've been in conflict with somebody. They're trying to settle the score, and there's conflict there. And I'm asking that God would intercede with divine intervention and stop that conflict and bring peace.
Yes.
Lord God, I also remember Michael Strahan's daughter. I don't know how she's doing, but I pray that you would remember her.
Yes.
And Snoop Dogg's daughter who suffered from a stroke. Lord, these famous people are still human. I also want to pray for Puff Daddy. I don't know what's going on, what he's involved in, but may he reap the benefits of the seeds he sowed. And if he's innocent, let him be free.
Jesus.
But if he's not, let him pay the price for what he did, because the Bible says vengeance is mine. And it appears, allegedly, that Puffy has destroyed many people's lives, including his own son and his own self. I don't know T.D. Jakes' involvement, but I ask for mercy, and I ask that he would come forward and speak the truth of what happened.
Jesus.
Lord, there's so much going on. Don't let the devil come down here and take us over, God. Come through your divine intervention and save us as you promised to do. Lord, you told us to come boldly before your throne of grace. Lord, I need divine healing. I need somebody to remember me in their prayers every night because I'm going through. And I thank God for your mercy. A lot of times people look like they're all right, but they're really going through absolute 100% hell because the devil is taunting them. So Satan, the Lord rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I bind you on every side, every trick, every trap, every plan that you have. I bring it to a stop in the name of Jesus. Lord God, I thank you for this opportunity. Now, don't forget to get the Woods book, Family Friendly Prayers on Amazon.
Jokes.
You're going to tell Jill Kim.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to get their book. It's very important that you take 1 minute and click and get the book. Be supportive.
Where is
You watch
Mama?
the show every day, support them. Do your cash apps. You can send cash apps because they're bringing you a service and they deserve to be paid for it. So if you have a little extra change, send them a little money.
You gonna find a good joke there?
My Wendy was saying, oh, she's coming up, Wendy. What are you saying?
I come in agreement with the healing.
She's coming in agreement with the healing you just prayed
Healing.
for. So
Thank you.
and my mom would definitely be praying and bring it, even your sister. Y'all prayer warriors.
Yeah, tell her.
Remember Wendy's name in your prayers. Yeah.
It brought me to tears the other night.
The pain that you're going through,
the suffering. My ears are hanging from my head. It's eating off my ear.
Ew. The inside side of it.
It's horrible. My ears are hanging off the side of my head because it's eating away the back of my ear. I need prayer, honey. I'm in a war.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really, 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 really bad.
Okay. We're definitely here for you.
We're definitely agreeing with you.
And hopefully everybody in the chat room who believes in the power of prayer as well.
I've been fighting with this for 5 years. 5 years.
In the name of Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Complete healing. Jesus.
Well, welcome to another Woods Report.
And we appreciate you coming on here, Wendy.
Yeah.
And then still even doing your stuff, even doing your storytelling.
Your segment. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep.
And that was another Woods Report. So share, comment, and subscribe. Be supportive.
That's right.
They bring you a quality of work. Support them with some cash apps.
All right.
And that was another Woods Report.
All right, Wendy, we love you.
Good night, Mom.
We're going to be praying for you.
Have a blessed weekend.
Thank you.